What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video of mine. In today's video, I just quickly want to go over the trades that I took today in today's market to hopefully help you guys understand how I look at the market a little better. I personally love videos like this, and they help me a lot throughout my career. Whenever people do trade breakdowns, right? Because it just helps me understand how they look at the market even better. Okay. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. Right here we are on the weekly time frame on the Nasdaq. A lot of people came into today bullish for some reason. I came in very bearish. Okay, and I'll tell you why. So we have this high right here, which a lot of people seem to think is the drawn liquidity, and I do believe that this is the drawn liquidity longer term. Right now, I do not think so. Right, as you can see, we had almost no bullish action. Right, and I will show you exactly why I came into today bearish and not bullish, right? So we have this gap here, which we have not violated, right? We have not closed above it. As you can see, in order for me to believe that this is the next drawn liquidity, I would need a candle closure above it, right? One of these candles here would need to close above here, okay? That did not happen. What happened instead? We have tapped it once, came back down. We tapped it again, came back down, right? This time we did not displace above this, right? Indicating lower prices. And we at the same time did not close above the gap, indicating lower prices, right? And if we go to the daily time frame, we also have a fair value gap here, just a one lower down. And this one did not get inversed either, right? We have not closed above it, right? And usually when we struggle to close above a gap like this, that indicates lower prices, right? We're holding a bearish gap. That usually indicates bearish order flow, right? If we close above it, that usually indicates bullish order flow, right? Because we are violating the bearish gaps. But we did not violate it. We held it very nice. So I expected us to come down and take this low out today. And that is exactly what happened. We came down, took the low out, and hit the daily inefficiency right here. This is a PD array low, and those are usually going to get taken out. You can put this in your notes, right? This is a swing low that is inside a PD array, in this case a fair value gap, and those are usually going to get taken out, right? Those are very, very valid points of liquidity, if you ask me. And also, if we go to the weekly time frame, we have all of these inefficiencies that have not been rebalanced to, right? Price has not tapped into these yet. And so I expected us to at least tap into this, which we did, right? We have tapped into this now. So that is ultimately why I came into today bearish. And if we take a look at the lower time frames, right, you can just see that at 8:30, that's right here. That's the New York Open right here. We just came down, right? We just skyrocketed today to the downside, right? So ideally I would be looking for shorts, but that did not really end up happening. I did take one short. That was the first trade of today, which I'm gonna go over right now. This was this one right here. I went short on this candle. This was based off of a 30-second fair value gap. But what happened was I went short at around here. I'll show you at around right here. You can look a little bit further down. Right here I went short, right? And I got stopped out right here because I moved my stops to break even as soon as we hit this low. And my target for this trade was actually the consistent encouragement of the daily gap, which we did not hit, right? We were so close to hit TP, but we did not, right? The 50% level of the gap was my take profit, which we did not hit. So I ended up getting stopped out just a tiny bit above break even. That's fine. But then I saw that, the order flow started to look bullish. And I'll tell you exactly why I thought this was a point of reversal. As you can see, I did place a long here, right here, and I got stopped out here. And I'll tell you why. So the reason that I thought this was a reversal point was because if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we have a huge inefficiency over here, right? If we draw out our premium discount tool, the 50% level is usually a point of reversal, and price tapped that to the tick, right? So that is why I believe that this could be a point of reversal, and the order flow or market structure obviously backed this up, right? We failed to displace below this low here, and we failed to displace below this low right here, right? So essentially what I saw was we failed to displace below this low, and we successfully closed above this high, right? At the same time, we closed above this bearish gap, right? We violated a bearish gap on the 1 minute. So this is exactly where I placed my long, right here. And my stop a tiny bit below this low. So I got very close getting stopped out. And my target was the 50% level of this 5-minute gap, right? And you may ask, well, why did you get stopped out? I'll tell you, right? I moved my stop loss to break even at this internal high right here. And price came down and just stopped me out, right? Because I put my stop, when I go break even, I put it a bit above my entry to avoid commission and swaps and such. So I placed my break even around here, got stopped out, and price rallied to my TP. And that is very unfortunate, but it happens. I tried to not let it affect me, right? And I moved on. I tried to look for another trade, and another one came up, which we are going to go over right now. Here we are on oil, and I'll show you exactly where I shorted. We had a 2-minute gap here that got inversed. So my trade looked something like this. And target was this low here. Okay, so let's go over it. Why did I take this? I'll tell you why. We failed to displace above this high, right? We did not displace above it. And what happened after? We had huge bearish displacement, right? And at the same time, we violated this 2-minute gap and closed below this swing low here, right? A market structure shift, which was very nice. So I placed my order at this inversion right here and my final profit right here, okay? And this is what made me green for the day. My stop loss on this was a candle closure outside of this gap, right? So had a candle closed above this gap, I would be out, right? Because then my trade idea would be invalidated and I would not want to be in the trade anymore. So, you know, we had this huge candle, which ended up hitting my profit, and I was done for the day. So those are the 3 trades that I took today. 2 break-even trades and 1 profitable trade, okay? So I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. It is December and a lot of people do not want to trade during December at all. I do believe that you can trade, but I would advise to, you know, lower your leverage and go for short-term scalps, okay? Because what usually happens during December, you know, we can see this through historical data, is price trades like this in a range, right? So we have very, very unpredictable price action, and it's very hard to establish a proper bias in you know, accumulation like this, right? Consolidation. So I would advise you to just lower your leverage and not go for swing trades, okay? December is not a time to be swing trading. I would focus on short-term scalps. And if you don't want to do that, I would advise you to not trade at all, okay? So yeah, that is my take on December, because it is known that the, you know, last few months and the first month of the year are just choppy, unpredictable, and just bad for trading, right? So trade at your own risk, of course. Lower your leverage, go for scalps, avoid swing trading, and you should be just fine. So yeah, that was today's video. A quick one, not a very edited one. I believe that these breakdowns are just the most beneficial ones, at least for me. That helped me a lot throughout my journey. So I hope this helped you out too. And yeah, I am going to Cyprus on Sunday. As you may know, I have just been to New York, and that was really cold. Then I came back home and that was really cold too. So then I, you know, searched up what is the warmest country in Europe during December, and Cyprus came up, so I ordered tickets. So I will be going to Cyprus on Sunday. So if y'all want to see a vlog from there, let me know. I did a New York vlog because some people wanted to see that and people enjoyed it. So let me know if you want a vlog from Cyprus. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching and bye-bye.